The local president of the Public Service Alliance of Canada takes issue with the Trudeau government allowing grain elevators to hire private grain inspectors while their union is on a nationwide strike. Aaron Swerdlick says the exemption goes against the government's own anti-scab legislation announced last fall that won't be introduced until the end of this year.
So it's really disappointed. I was actually here in Ottawa in 2022 when Seamus O'Regan announced the proposal to ban replacement workers in the federal regulated workplaces. So when we found out that this same government was actually allowing uh, third-party companies to replace federal grain inspectors during the ongoing strike, it was extremely disappointing for us.
As we first told you on the News Hour yesterday, local elevators are now using two private firms to inspect grain for ocean-going vessels, work that's normally done by federal grain inspectors represented by PSAC. Swerdlick says his members are impartial, but he believes private firms have a conflict of interest because they're hired by the grain elevator companies. Swerdlick also points out that his members were deemed essential during the pandemic, and now they're not.
We were risking our lives, the lives of our family, to make sure that the grain kept flowing out of this country and was properly inspected and weighed. And now, 2 years later, when there's a job action, somehow we're not essential. The government needs to make up its mind. If we're essential workers, then deem us essential and have us there. And if we're not essential, then they should not be hiring scabs to replace us in time of job action.
About 300 local PSAC members from various federal departments have been walking picket lines here locally since Wednesday. Swerdlick says the government isn't working seriously to get a deal. He'll remain in Ottawa with the bargaining committee until an agreement can be reached.